All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. On first down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Defensively here, you're... facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Mahomes now on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he... gets the first.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 180. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Kelce, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason. And that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. They go back to the ground with Williams. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Left.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
180, 190. Check. What's the run? They're running it.
Throwing Rivers. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Ron Thornhill. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Wait. There's a lot of 80. 56. Yellow.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive back, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board this first quarter. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Mahomes now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's first and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Walker came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
I'm going back to you.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start.
Switch it. Zero.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the ground, this is Williams. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They give it to Williams, running right. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking deep for Hilton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to take this. One back to the 37-yard line.
27-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
56. Defense wins championships, baby.
A give to Williams, running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Yellow. I'll go blue, 80.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, rip left.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Check. Hey, 57 color. 57 color.
Creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert 3, alert 3.
Where's that?
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, get done. Let's go, let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Walker able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
It's now third down.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
43. Hey, rip left.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Check 43.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Mahomes throwing on 4th.
Check.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Check. I got you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25.
They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. They go play action with Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go.
180.
And the blitz does come. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Ready. Last 15.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
190.
Check. You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. You don't want.
Wait, 89.
On 3rd down, Rivers eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Gotta do better.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Watch out.
The busy night continues for Williams. Down right around the 25. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Following the interception here, Rivers. His throw incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, Delta!
Rivers to throw this time. Campbell making the catch. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. 77 yards, and the Colts have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charles and now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
To throw, Rivers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now just 3 seconds before the 2-minute warning, they're going to call a timeout here defensively. On second down, McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Catanzaro's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game. You know, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green up.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of sad. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.